said, but one would hope that you'd have said, not really necessary at this point, Andre. We are not far behind where we need to be. Let's just push around a few balls. The bad ball will come along. You don't have to go looking for the bad ball. The opposition will be looking to take wickets, and if you are not playing rashly, they will experiment themselves, and then they will produce the bad ball.
Well, it's branded him. There's some work to do. Good work there from Coulter-Nile. He was in the game with the bat, 92 from 60 deliveries. But it is so crucial that Dre Russ does get told by the skipper at the other end, just settle it, just cool it down a little bit. Take on the bowler's big style that you know more in your favour. I wouldn't say Stark is that bowler. And if you're going to play a cricket shot, play a good cricket shot against him, not something that's wild and out of control.
The best thing for the West Indies now would be for Andre Russell to get off strike, a single somewhere.
That's all he has to do. How good was that? I mean, he's burnt the carpet.
Proper cricket shot. Perhaps looking for the Yorker. Didn't quite get it right. He was straight. If he missed, he would have hit, but he wasn't really as full as he needed to be. Good shot. Proper cricket shot. Not a swipe.
Oh, and he still threw that front leg out too, but it's such a good foundation for him to play these shots. He's going to be safe, but it's... Or is he? No, he's not. That's a brilliant take. Maxwell. He has run 1,000,000 miles. And Andre Russell, to me, has played it so wrongly in the end.
Totally correct there, Slats. This was not necessary. Absolutely not necessary. Just hung it in the air there, the breeze, hitting against the wind going in that direction. It hung in the air for a long time. Matthews could have sprint and actually stop and then wait for it to come down. Not necessary. That's not using your brains. 2-1-6 for 6.
Choose the best.
Choose Grey.
Gree, making life better.
Super the owned Pakistan.
I choose Aquafina. This is my number one. Aquafina. World-class drinking water. Purity guaranteed.
Well, such a shame for the West Indies because it's played totally into Australia's hands. That's why Finch had brought Stark back. It was to get that strike. It was trying to get the big fella. And that's why he left it all open through the offside. And Russell, he couldn't take his eyes off it. That's where he wanted to go, every ball. And this catch, look how far he's run. There's the sun up there as well. That is a brilliant catch. He made it look easy, but they are so hard.
Just not thinking. Mitchell Stark, the strike bowler. That's what you needed to do. Stay in there, not give your wicket away like how he did just then. It's 2-1-7 for 6.
चौका का हो या आउट, क्रिकेट की हर अपडेट बनेगी स्टेटस अपडेट यूफोन सुपर इंटरनेट के साथ। डायल करें *220#। यूफोन तुम ही तो हो।
Finding a doctor has never been easier. If you're new to the area or just looking for a change, specialists at University of Maryland St. Joseph Medical Center are here to help. Visit umstjoseph.org or call 410-337-1337 for more information.
Towards him, and the next thing to look at is shades. It's on his eyes, not on his cap. If you're wearing shades, put it on your eyes.
Yeah, well, he needed them then, because that sun would have been up there. I mean, there was so much to that catch that you would have understood if he'd made that ground and put it down. It was... He's got so far close to it, like it's nearly run off his nose. He was there. Once they get out in front of you, when you haven't quite made the ground, that's when you spill them. But Maxwell, he's such a good fieldsman. I'm still stunned at the option that Dre Russ has taken. He's played so much cricket now, and it was pretty well a runner ball. It was just good cricket shots. He's scorched one down the ground. There'd been 6 off the over at that stage. Just work it into the gap in the offside.
This radio station stream.
Can he deliver? Talk about the West Indies depth. Well, it's being tested today.
Two ways to look at this, Slats. We talk about the depth of the West Indies batting. In my book, it should not be that deep, to be honest. I would have played Roach as a specialist bowler, and then you would need that batting down at that number in the order. Perhaps beg your pardon, Australia would have made 240, 235, something like that with a specialist bowler. You wouldn't need so much batting. When you play someone that's bowling and not being penetrative and only gets people out when they are slugging, then you have to chase more.
Catch. Short boundary. Don't even chase it. It was just to the right of Steve Smith at short cover. That's all it took, though. There we go. Holder, he has to really take grip now, understand that it's still very doable. And talk to Brathwaite, get him to understand the situation.
When you have a look at shots like this from Jason Holder, you understand that he can bat. He is no slouch with that piece of wood in his hands.
He's so tall, he's got that reach. So in the last 2 blocks of 10, it's been a 50-50. In the 10, you've got contribution from both sides. Certain individuals, that'll run away. Those outside edges sometimes late in the piece, very effective. West Indies, yeah, cash in, take those.
Earlier on, we saw Aaron Finch having a slip for Andre Russell and none for Jason Holder. And I thought to myself, if you need to take wickets, why not have a slip for Jason Holder as well? His batter has an outside edge.
Yes, very nicely then, without the slip. Yeah, smart play, 9 from the over. So they're still on track. 2:30 for 6.
That's pretty good going though for the leg spinner. Conversion rate of less than a run a ball.
Single ladies in the house.
Certainly should. From our drone over the top of Trent Bridge. Emphasise the top of screen, just that short boundary. You can see it's got a sharp angle there, which reduces it. Now it's down towards fine leg. Coulter Nile is going to continue. Braithwaite playing that very late, almost back onto the stumps. He is one of those bowlers, Mikey, that you can set yourself a bit to, Coulter Nile. We saw it in one of the warm-up games in Southampton. Got absolutely smashed. Because of that length, oh, it's just fingertips. No, if Russell was still out there, he would be able to target someone like Coulter Nile.
Yeah, it's a matter of just thinking about the job. What do I need to do? Just evading him. Very fortunate.
He's a tall man too, fingertips so close. So the last 10 overs, this is what it's looked like. And Holder getting himself going. He's played some glorious shots. The offside, Shea Hope, leading edge to mid-on. That was Cummins coming back to get the wicket. And it was a couple of sixes. You thought Russell, he's away, but then no. Maxwell changed the scene. He's got that outside edge going, Holder, at the moment. For a moment I thought that was running away to the boundary.
Again, no slips. You want to make sure you take those catches when they come along. Don't want batsmen making mistakes and still being at the crease.
Just a change. Mid-wicket goes back to the boundary rope. So 3. You've got mid-on up, mid-off up. Down the ground is a safe shot with length. Again with Braithwaite, he's just got to feel one out of the middle. Something where he's committed and he feels it out of the middle. So important to get that confidence with a good committed stroke. That's off the pad, I think, and end of the 42nd over. So it's game on. They need 57 for victory, the West Indies.
And the reason they've brought that man off the deep mid-wicket boundary is to try to deny the newer of the two batsmen that easy single. So the offside is ringed with 3 fielders. The leg side has 2 close infielders, saving 1. So in Braithwaite's mind now, there's no easy getaway shot for him to turn the strike over. He hopes that he doesn't feel the need to play a big shot.
The other thing I think Australia is happy with is if Braithwaite does try and take on Pat Cummins' pull shot or hook shot. So there's 2 men out, a deep fine leg and a deep backward square for protection. Now we see that man, then Maxwell's up, saving 1, he's going back. 2 balls left in the over. Aaron Finch trying to protect the boundary, get that required rate up above 8.
One of the things that I've always stressed over the last couple of years with Carlos Braithwaite is to play a lot straighter. He's got dynamic power. Too often he goes across either leg side or looks to run the ball too fine. Very good over. Just one run off it. 233 for 6.
3 for 3.
बड़ी स्पीड है बॉस क्योंकि जैज सुपर 4G है पाकिस्तान फास्टेस्ट मोबाइल नेटवर्क
इनोवेटिव डाइजेस्टिव बिस्किट्स खाएं दिल भर मजा मन भर
Unless that ball's in his take on that boundary.
Top 5 players in the fantasy game. Shakib Al-Hassan, very good all-rounder. Joe Root, Matt Henry, who's been taking a lot of wickets. Ben Stokes has had his moments, and Andile Peshtakwayo. And this is a great situation in the last 6 or 7 overs for Australia, where they've gotten a couple of wickets, but they're also driving the run rate up, which is critical in the mind of these two batsmen. They'll feel the need to express themselves now.
Yeah, there's a risk coming here. I just feel Jason Holder's looking for a boundary here. He's going to try and take this small leg side boundary on off Coulter.
Yeah, should be too easily.
That's nicely played. I think that's underrated in this situation. So many balls remaining. Straight away, a lot of batsmen look for that boundary, that get out of jail shot. Right now, I think West Indies in a really good position to just play each ball on its merits, not premeditate too much. Nicely bowled. Another change of pace from Nathan Coulter. And Holder looking to the leg side. Gets done off the pitch from Nathan Coulter. Rolls his fingers across that ball.
Just 1 and 50 for Jason Holder, his 9th in ODIs. And the 3rd World Cup half-century. An important 50. He's kept his team in the game. Can he finish it, though?
Yeah, very well played, Jason Holder. Just needs a partner in crime for the next 6.5 overs. Get his team over the line. Someone up the other end.
That's 6. That is massive.
What a strike from Brathwaite. Again, the frustration's been building. He hasn't been able to hit the ball in the middle on this occasion. Right out of the screws. Coulter went for that bouncer. 3 men back on that boundary. He's got protection, but not 10 rows back.
Teams have talked about him pouncing onto the front foot, so they bowl short to him a lot.
Yeah.
Ends up being a decent over. 10 off it. 243 for 6.
Excuse me?
जी सर
वाईफाई का पासवर्ड क्या है?
सर 3541
नहीं चल रहा.
वाईफाई का सही पासवर्ड मिले ना मिले, मिलेगी क्रिकेट की हर अपडेट यूफोन सुपर इंटरनेट के साथ. अभी *220# डायल करें. यूफोन तुम ही तो हो.
PSO Blaze 4T जिसका 3D Protect फीचर दे इंजन, क्लच और ट्रांसमिशन को एडवांस प्रोटेक्शन. PSO आगे बढ़ने की आदत.
Patrick Cummins. Only one of the tallest men in this game could play that shot, and Brass has done it with precision and effect.
Yeah, this is a really smart shot. Again, it's back of a length, but he pulls it straight back over the bowler's head. He doesn't try and go to the leg side. It's wide enough outside the line of his body to free his arms. Really good shot.
Could see they've talked about bowling that length to him. Just over. This is definitely something that Australia have planned and talked about bowling to Brathwaite. Three men on that leg side boundary, so they want to get it high enough so that the top edge comes into play, or he lobs it to mid-on or mid-off.
Yeah, and the line bish is so important. Pat Cummins has got to be more over middle and leg stump to get Brathwaite to hit it to the leg side. At the moment he's outside off, so he can hit the ball straight over mid-off, over mid-on.
I think he just gets home, but we'll find out more now.
His brilliant piece of fielding from David Warner at mid-on.
Thank you, your best title. Thank you, bet is done. I have a decision for you. Decision is not out.
Not out. And my mind goes back to Mushfiqur Rahim yesterday when he had the chance to make that run out in the game against New Zealand. Kane Williamson knocked the stumps with his elbow. Keep your seats at home, folks. Open your eyes.
Nicely bowled. I think Brathwaite thought he hit it clean. He got it past Warner. Nails biting. That looks like you, Bish, in the commentary box, biting those nails. Few nerves.
That's what I'm saying. Keep your eyes open. There are a lot of people, West Indian fans, who cannot bear to watch wherever they are. Aussies are strong, are they?
Not at all. I'm just as nervous, Bish. It's been an unbelievable game. Every single run, every single ball at the moment. Just feel the longer it goes. Brathwaite now, he hit that one ball 2 overs ago over mid-wicket off Coulter for 6. And that confidence just changed. Jason Holt has been fantastic. And here we go. Pakistan v Sri Lanka, live from Bristol. Tomorrow, 10:30. That's going to be a beauty as well. Pakistan knocking over England. They will be confident.
Well, you can run for that. Evasive action. Leg byes will be signalled. And it's the end of Patrick Cummins' work with the ball today. 251 for 6.
मैच काफी इंटेंस हो गया है. बॉल्स हैं कम और रन ज्यादा. 5 balls and 9 runs needed. A few extras would help. Share more this cricket season with 15% extra.
Required from the last 5. Mitchell Starc has 2 overs up his sleeve. Coulter has 1, and then you've got your other options, Michael Clarke, of Stoinis, Zampa, Maxwell.
Yeah, I think they'll look to go to Stoinis, but he's only bowled 2 overs today. So Maxwell's another option, but I think Finch has got to go Starc 2 in a row. Whoa. Does he go to Stoinis next over? Again, I think this is a good call from Aaron Finch going back to Starc now. I think you take the risk now get a wicket this over. It's a different game. I feel like this is a good call from Aaron Finch.
Apologies to all Zampers completed.
Smart batting, West Indies captain. I think that's all they need. Can Brathwaite do that though? Will he be happy just to rotate strike off Mitchell Starc, take 6 singles, or will he still want to take Mitchell Starc on?
Well, I'm looking right now at whether there's any reverse swing. Mentioned it earlier that on a used pitch with the spinners, Zampa and Maxwell having bowled a number of overs, there's a possibility of reverse swing at the end of the innings. Let's have a close look at this.
I think if Mitchell Starc, generally if there is any sign of reverse, you'll see him go straight away around the wicket. Mitchell Starc loves bowling around the wicket when there's a little bit of movement, and he likes attacking the stumps from there. So if he's staying over the wicket, I think he feels it's all angle across the right-hander. And if that's the case, I'd like to see Aaron Finch take a risk, bring a man up from deep square leg. He's got 2 out there, and put a man at slip. Give Mitchell Starc a wicket-taking option with that angle across the right-hander.
He hasn't hit that well at all. Aaron Finch will take it. Aaron Finch does. Mitchell Starc, the wicket taker, in business again.
Brilliant from Finch, brilliant from Starc. Outstanding captaincy to get your strike bowler back on. A lot of people would have kept him to the 47th and 49th. Not Finch. Exactly what Australia needed. Slower ball on this occasion. Brathwaite, bottom of the bat, gets it on the full. Can't clear that man there, the Australian captain. He knows how big that is. He's going to have to go for 16, 252 for 7.
Has been balance of power has shifted from one team to the next across the entire day's play. Ashley Nurse is quite a decent lower order batsman, pretensions as an all-rounder, strikes the ball well over the course of a career. 99 is that strike rate. There for the taking, that delivery to Brathwaite. Batsman cross, holder and strike.
Yeah, I think Brathwaite thought he had it, got it on the full, but have a look how low on the bat it hits. It's because Mitchell Starc took that pace off the ball. Aaron Finch. Very good field placement, very good decision to bring Starc back on.
A number of West Indian fans have turned up to follow their team in this World Cup. Some of them from down south, from the Midlands, from the Caribbean. Two in the over. 150 wickets in ODIs for Mitchell Starc, the quickest to reach that figure, and the West Indies have crumbled.
Mitchell Starc once again. Jason Holder trying to take on the pull shot. The extra pace of Starc. Straight off the glove. Simple catch for Adam Zampa. It's short, fine leg. Very well played, half century for Jason Holder. He has to go for 51. 252 for 8 now, West Indies.
ये हुआ ना डबल मजा जैसे जैज सुपर 4G वाईफाई डिवाइस पे मिले डबल डेटा
इनोवेटिव डाइजेस्टिव बिस्किट्स खाएं दिल भर मजा मन भर
.37 required from the last 4 overs. 2 wickets in the over for Mitchell Starc, Brathwaite and Holder. Yeah, can't be here to watch. Marcus Stoinis into the attack. Excellent delivery.
Yeah, Marcus Stoinis has been used in this situation a fair bit over the past 12 months. So I'm not surprised Finch is happy to go back to him, even though he's only bowled the 2 overs in this game so far. Look at this first ball, no looseness, straight on the money, right on that white line, that Yorker line. One of the things that Stoinis has been working on. .37 now from 22. 2 new men at the crease. How do these two bat, Bish?
Mills is a dasher, and a lot of what he plays, not exclusively, but a lot will be attempted to go leg side. Good bowling. Cottrell, more hit and miss. Such a day, 79 for 5 Australia will, and then Nathan Coulter-Nile and Steve Smith bailed them out. Coulter-Nile 92. And the West Indies were in the run chase. That run out of Hetmeyer, the wicket of Shea Hope, of the penultimate ball of what should have been the end of a spell from Pat Cummins. Andre Russell's shot allowed the balance of power to shift continuously over the day to him. Asking for a review.
Not sure what's wrong with that. Stoinis liked it. Might have been some bat. Aaron Finch not reviewing.
Just 3 off the over, 255 for 8.
Nicely bowled, Marcus Stoinis. 34 required now.
6 GB पे जीतो गारंटी 6 GB मोर स्टार 336 हैश मिलाओ और छक्के पे छक्का लगाओ।
Mitchell Starc had 22 wickets in the last World Cup. Was player of the tournament and on the cusp of another 5-wicket haul. It's coming round the wicket. So does that mean there's some reverse happening?
Yeah, just looking for a little bit of that angle away from around the angle in from that angle, and then that reverse swing away from the right-hander. Required rate up to 12. Again, looking to go full and straight, attacking the stumps. Good work from Carey there. He's been great again today, Mitchell Starc. It's a change in the field, square leg up. Long off back. And knows exactly where he wants to bowl it. Communicating with his captain, Aaron Finch, mid-on, getting the field he wants. Such an important part of this World Cup is how you execute it to death, and I think Australia have done it really well. I think the combination of Starc and Cummins, then also the captaincy of Aaron Finch, how he's used those two bowlers. Good sign for this Australian one-day outfit. Very rarely will you see Australia 5 for 75. So from being in that position to still now be in a dominant position to win this game is a real positive.
Excellent 5-wicket haul for Mitchell Starc, his 6th in one-day internationals and his 3rd against the West Indies, and he has built superbly on the work done with the bat by Smith and Coulter-Nile.
Yeah, brilliant Mitchell Starc, absolutely brilliant. Another 5-wicket haul round the wicket, attacking the pegs. Here's another look of it, that angle in, little bit of tail away. You miss, I hit. Wonderful performance from Mitchell Starc. Another wicket down. Bottrell gone for 1, 256 for 9.
3 for 3. It has gone for 4. Facebook पे लगाओ, WhatsApp पे चलाओ, ईमो पे दिखाओ. Jazz Super 4G से ball by ball score दुनिया को बता दो. नूडल्स के साथ
Oh, looks so possible at 252 for 6, 216 for 6 up. The ball is tailing in, so there's every chance for a 6 for Mitchell Starc. As close as you could get without getting it.
And that 147 Ks, 91 miles per hour. In his second last ball of his spell. The thing, there's been a lot of talk about Mitchell Starc's fitness leading into this tournament. He's had a lot of injuries, but he's worked hard behind the scenes. He's fit, he's strong. Great example of he's got rhythm, he's full of confidence, and he's bowling well.
Well bowled. Another successful over. 256 for 9. Ten overs, 5 for 46 for Mitchell Starr.
Another example, Marcus Stoinis' protection on that leg side. 4 men out on the leg side. The men inside the circle are all on the offside. They'll be disappointed in that change room. So close, but so far. 33 runs now off 10 balls. Number of opportunities to close this game out today, West Indies. Missed a couple of chances in the field, then shot selection with the bat at certain times. Not taking the run. Not sure how they're going to get the next 33 if they're not going to take singles. Need some clean strikes out of the middle. Yeah, I think that'll be the most disappointing part, Bish, that they've probably, throughout this whole game, they've had opportunities to really win and they've missed them. They'll be disappointed with that. About that missed opportunity when Steve Smith was on about 40 out on the boundary. Some of the shots the experienced batsmen have played as well. I think that's probably what you rely on. When games are so tight, you want your senior players to stand up and find a way to get your team home. And I think again on a pretty good batting surface. And look how they've got out and when they've got out. That's what will disappoint them.
Good work on the boundary by Glenn Maxwell.
Teamwork at its best. Nathan Coulter passes it to Maxwell. Maxwell passes it back, saves 4.
a sigh of relief. Aaron Finch, 32 required from the last over. Nathan Coulton-Isle to finish things off. His performance today is probably the thing that turned this match from a game that was strongly in favor of the West Indies at 79 for 5.
Bish, I think the batting of Steve Smith particularly to hold the innings together through the middle, and the aggressive approach and the way Carey played with freedom, and then Coulton-Isle certainly gave Australia a huge chance by putting 288 on the board. I think those three batsmen deserve a lot of credit first and foremost.
28 more required from 3, and I don't think it'd be unfair to say Australia sort of, they got out of jail a little bit. Missed opportunity in the field to end Steve Smith's innings, as you pointed out, and then with the bat there were times when the West Indies were ahead of the game, well ahead. Back-to-back boundaries for Ashley Nurse.
I think the most important part of this is West Indies need to take the positives out of it, but also look at those areas and get into another situation like this. They're a good enough team to qualify for the semi-finals, I have no doubt about that. But in the semi-finals, you're going to be in a position like this. There's every chance. Just got to hang tough for a fraction longer. You think you need a boundary, take a single as a batsman. When you're unsure what to do as a bowler, go back to your stock ball. Hit that good area.
Not a great over, even though things are gone now. From a West Indian perspective, Coulton-Isle will be livid that he's just leaked runs in the way that he has.
Might be cramping as well. Batting for 50 balls, Bish, it does it to you sometimes. What a wonderful innings it was, though, from Nathan Coulton-Isle.
Another 4. 4 to end the inning. 10th in a row in ODIs, but they had to work for it. They had to free themselves from a precarious position, but several players stood up, and Australia win by 15 runs here at Trent Bridge.
It's an impressive win from Australia. Aaron Finch, he'll be very happy. As you mentioned, Ian Bishop, 5 for 79 Australia. West Indies with all the momentum. Found a way to hang tough, get a competitive total on the board. And the experienced bowling unit with the skill of Stark, Classy picking up 5 important wickets, pace of Cummins, and again I think the fielding from Australia played a big part. Run out of Pat Cummins, very good catch of Glenn Maxwell's. That's a very impressive win from Australia from that position.
Two victories in a row in this World Cup for Australia. West Indies will feel there was some good work initially, got them into strong positions in the game, but it'll disappoint them that they didn't finish off the bowling or the batting. Maybe they can look at their bowling lineup a little bit more and see where they can fit in a more penetrative bowling option. And smarter batting, I think, also would have maybe handed them a couple of points today. But credit to the Australians, the experience and strength of character shown through on this important occasion. Chase didn't start too well once Evan Lewis went early. Chris Gale followed, but then Hope and Durand stitched together a nice partnership. 40 to Perand, 68 to Shea Hope. He was dismissed at a critical time, Shea Hope that is, and then the run out of Shimron Hetmyer. That was absolutely crucial in turning the tide just a little bit in Australia's favour. Holder played well for his half century. Andre Russell probably sit back and reflect and think, what if? And then 19 at the end to nurse, but it was already gone by that stage. 273 for 9 of their 50 overs, 15 runs short, the West Indies.